Hi, everybody. My name is Sean, and I am bad at Star Wars cards. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you how bad I am at Star Wars cards. I'm going to play a couple of games with decks that I've been playing recently. And the objective here ultimately is for me to try and get better at playing Star Wars Unlimited, but also with the hope that if I share this with some people who are better at playing cards than I am, then they can see the things that I can't see. We can have these discussions about the right lines to take in this relatively new game, and start to help unpick common mistakes that people like me make to just generally help other people get better. So if you can see me making these mistakes, it means that you don't need to make these mistakes yourself. So just a real quick introduction. I am using a platform called Force Table, which has a Patreon. It's a brilliant tool. I use it's an AI opponent, which means I can play these games anytime. I can't play Tabletop Simulator. I can't play against people that way. The only ways I can play games of Star Wars Unlimited are either in person at my local gaming store on Mondays, or often or tournaments, or on Force Table. And you'll see that obviously, it's a work in progress. That the people who've made this, or the person who's made this, has done an amazing job. But the reality is, it's obviously going to be relatively limited, but it's still capable of beating my ass. So it's good for me, even just in terms of decisions and things like that. It's a fantastic tool. So that's what we're going to be using. I'm going to play best of threes with decks that I've been running with, and obviously that'll change over time. We'll see how we go. But what we'll do is we'll load up a quick match, and we'll probably start. I tend to try and play, I set it as default. I don't make any AI bonuses. I let my opponent go first. What we might do is we might play one of the harder matchups so I've been playing Boba Green for a while, so we might play that one. We'll leave it as default. We'll let it do its thing. What I do like to do is I like to let my opponent go first, because that can often make things seem a bit difficult. So we'll see how we go. Start off with an opening hand. We'll play, like I said, best of three. It's really difficult to decide whether to take a mulligan when I can't see what I've got. And what I'll do, I suppose, with these games is I'll commentate my way through them and sort of try to explain a little bit about what I'm doing, with a view to helping show insight as to why I'm doing what I'm doing, to explain the mistakes that I'm making. Because if I'm just doing things and not explaining what I was, it might have been an okay idea. There might have been some logic behind it, but if you don't explain it, that won't make any sense. So, and because I've got an AI opponent, I don't need to worry about time quite so much. Obviously, I don't want these videos to be 3 hours long, though. So I've got a couple of resupplies there to help with the ramp, which is great. I've got the cartel spacer to go early. I've got the bobber. So I don't actually quite like that. Obviously, I'm missing the top end stuff. So my hope here is that I'll draw into that. The 2 cartel spaces and the 2 resupplies probably strike me as overkill. So one of each will do, because basically what I've got here is my 1-drop turn with the cartel spacer, my resupply into my bobber turn. Hopefully I'll draw something big and beefy to go with. So I'll go to space early. Okay. We know what we're doing. And I'll pass. Okay. Not quite what I wanted there. So now the decision. So I know I'm resourcing 3 next turn. Probably want to hold Greedo. Probably want to hold the Crafty Smuggler. I really like shoot first. I like being able to get rid of somebody with something beefy. So now I've got this is where the decision making comes in, right? I'm, against my better judgment, going to get rid of the Crafty Smuggler because I think I prefer the 1-cost Greedo. So he attacks the base. Do I want to get rid of his space? I can't get rid of his space. So what's the point? The order to do this, I'll probably attack first, just get in the damage against the base. He heals. I say they heal. It's a computer. I don't know why I have to gender it. There we go, up to 4 resources, which is great. Pass. Okay, there we go. So we got the super laser tech as well. So we can really ramp up quickly here if we wanted to. We can play a couple of things here. If we wanted to. I really want to keep the shoot first. The extra ramp would be great. So what's the priority here? Like Vader's my only top end, so I kind of want to keep Vader. Super laser tech for the extra ramp feels a nice to have. Boba I want to keep. Shoot first. So it's kind of out of shoot first or Greedo or super laser tech. I'm gonna regret that. So he does damage. I might as well get my damage in as well. Something came down, but I don't know what it is. So I can't ambush yet. Do I play the super laser tech? Yeah, I'm gonna try and keep accelerating. And I've got the extra, so I might as well play the Greedo as well and go to ground. Okay, I want the fire spray. Woof. Okay, so now I'm up to 7, which is great, but I can't. So I kind of got. I can either dominate the ground. I kind of want to dominate the ground, I think, because he can't do anything for the rest of the turn. So I can really sort of press ahead here. So I'll go Vader. Fire spray's coming. Okay. Free Fet. Free Fet, and then I can hold the other one. Cartel Spacer. Can't really do a lot. I can see his hand. I like Free Fet. Free Fet's sick. Yeah. Good for you. Wolf. I will deploy Boba. And now I've got to catch up. I'm a long way behind now. But my hope is take that initiative off him. Oh, okay. Did I click through? I clicked through the grid. I must have clicked through the grid. That was stupid. I would rather have the return of the Vader for the efficiency of that. Kind of need to just take your attack when you can get it, shouldn't you? Let's pile some pressure onto this robot. Oh, jeez. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So there's an order of operations thing there, I suppose, where I need to take off the board. Take that off the board. We'll go heavy at his base. What's he up to? He's up to 5. So oh yeah, and Iden's out as well. That's good to know. Hmm. So he's going to get up to. No, I kind of need to clear him out of space. I don't want to lose. Yeah, may as well. Okay. I will. Tempted to do my Greedo into here. What's the point of doing Greedo into Iden? Oh yeah, because I can possibly take Iden out here with ACL. It's a bit of a risk. Yes, ambush. Yes. There you go. Lost. Can't ambush. Now I can. Okay, that was good. Took him out of space. That was a bit silly. Didn't need to do that. And that kind of not thinking is what gets me in trouble. Still tight. Get the boss in and threaten. Don't need to resource anything. We can get to 19, 23. Depending on whether he plays anything. Let's have a look and see what happens. So I really need the initiative here. That's fine. Oh, okay. Hang on. Um, oh, okay. That's a problem. That's bad. Walked into that. Need the initiative again. That's fine. So squeak this one out. But again, if I'm not playing a person, I probably don't get away with that, right? All right, it's game on. Let's do it again. See what happens this time. See what mistakes I can make this time. Okay. Got the Greedo. Got the first couple of turns would waylay. Now, my my instinct here is I have no way of ramping faster and getting ahead. So I'm going to throw those back because that's what I'm looking for, and I don't get it again, which is a shame. I can exhaust, which is great. I might hold the steadfast this time. The decision is so I'm going to play the Cray. So obviously I've got two of those, so I can resource one of those. There's your 2-drop. There's your 3-drop. It feels like it's one of the hardest decisions to make in the game is what do you do that first turn because you're really sort of setting your stall. We'll see how this goes. Want some space. Another crafty smuggler would be fun, having two shielded guys down, but I'm probably going to play Bob or I'm going to waylay something. What's it? 2-3. Now, do I play it control-y or do I flood the board with shielded dudes? The board with shielded dudes. I'm going to go balance. Okay, resupply. Start to tip him off. Okay. Well, the cartel spacer could be useful here. There's the barrage again. Okay, so I'll exhaust his dude. I like that card, cartel spacer. Get into the base. Okay, not getting. So do I want Bosk, who's a 4-5? I prefer Steadfast over Bosk, personally. Woof. Okay, what are we at? So we can eat. So my way of thinking here is I can either ECL the Boba in and finish him off and then bring out the unit, and he's going to play a 6-drop of some description. I've got a bit of space cover. Or do I waylay it and then I'm at 3 resources and I can still get the Bob? Okay, I can actually do both, can I? I don't need to waylay that though. Oh, the waylay gives me the extra resource from Boba. But he's already exhausted, so there's not really much point. I'm going to soft pass and see what he does. He, return a non-leader. Yeah, because actually what I can do here is just attack into the base. Attack into the base. It's irritating. So I was trying to force him to make the action there. So now I need to choose between. I don't want to do the waylay. I think didn't really want to do this. Yeah, you can look at my hand. Ambush the Boba. Get rid of the probe droid. Again, I don't think that's the most efficient use of that. At all. As a super laser tech, got two steadfasts. See now, I mean, what I could have ECL'd the steadfast in instead would have been better. All right, I need to get rid of Iden because she's doing my head in. All right, let's get that in. Woof. Hmm. Well then. Okay. Not sure that really improved my board state any, but all right. There we go. These are useful cards. 2, 3. So seven to play with. Giving up on the ramping a little bit here. Yeah, that's annoying. All right. Yeah. Back up to 7. Another Sentinel, you annoying sod. Neither of those are really what I wanted to see. Might go to space a bit here. Interesting decision. I will try to accelerate the damage a bit. Good job. Some space going. Initiative. See how we go here. What do we got? There we go. Big Bad Vader. Don't need to resource either of those. Because I've got the resources to do what I need to do now. Firstly, get rid of this. Scary Vader. Uh, mm. Now I can't. I think he's got something active that he could do some damage with, so I kind of want to exhaust it. He's still got 7 resources to play with. No, that was the mistake. So that was silly. He does 3. He does 2. Him. Yep. Uh, the cartel spacer can go. The ill-advised cartel spacer. This one could go either way. I think I've got not a bad board position with all of my cards on the table and all of his cards on the table. Yeah, that's fine. Yes. Okay. There we go. So again, I think what I'd say about it is I got wins there, which is great, but not in the most efficient way possible. So let me know what you think. Pop some comments in the below the video. What do you think? What was the biggest mistake that I made? Despite getting the wins against a poorly playing computer. I think looking back on it, my use of ECL, particularly in the second game, wasn't great. I think ECLing the battalion would have been better. I think yeah, it's difficult for me at the moment. I'm not quite 100% sure of where I'm going wrong. Even though, obviously, I won those games against a computer, which is great. Yeah, let me know. What do you think? What did I do wrong? What could I have done better? Maybe even what should have the AI have done better to win those games, because they were relatively close. But thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you got something out of it as well. If you don't have much experience playing Boba and you're able to watch me play it, maybe even you've learned some bad lessons out of it. So thanks very much for watching, and hopefully I'll do another one of these videos again soon.